Hi, Philippe.
Hi.
Just give us your reaction to the draw against Fenerbahce.
Yeah, it's an exciting 2 games, I think, that everybody's looking forward to. A team with a lot of experience, a lot of quality, a manager with a lot of experience. I know a lot of players also from the past. So, yeah, if you see Jaco, Kostic, Amrabat, Fred, also some guys who played in France, like Jiku, who played in Strasbourg really well. Osai Samuel, also a lot of experience, long time there. The goalkeeper also from Croatia there. So it's a really good team. I think for Hamza also interesting to play against a really good Moroccan striker, and also a stadium with a lot of passionate fans like we have. So I think everybody's excited for this game. That's clear.
Is this the first time you'll come up against Jose Mourinho, and if so, how are you feeling about that?
To be honest, I think so. Yeah. Okay, I had Manu a few years ago, but I don't think it was him at that moment. It's not a personal thing, like I always said. It's about the club. It's about the players. So I'm not so busy with against which manager did I manage one moment in time. So.
How much do you think that this adds to the tie? The fact that
I think you guys will like that. I love that. So he's gonna give you a lot of material probably.
What do you admire about him?
Of course, somebody who won that much trophies. So there are different managers with different styles. He won a lot of trophies in a certain style. I like even more managers with another style, but the respect is there. It's about winning at the end. And he did that at several places with several teams and winning the biggest trophies that you can win in the world. So, yeah, it's normal to respect a lot somebody who did it.
I believe there's been a lot of talk in the last few days about potential American investment, potential takeover of the club. Can I just ask your view on it, what you've maybe heard from your...
Those are business questions. So I think the club addressed things the last couple of days. Patrick did. So I'm here, like I said, for the sportive side, and I will see whatever moment in time if things change in the club. But I'm just purely focused on the team and the performances there. That's my job to do.
Is that something you potentially get involved in? If it is something that will go on to help the sporting side of the football club, as you say, do you take up big interest in that?
I think there's never a club where the manager is involved in these kind of things. If things change and there are a different budget, of course you're involved and it can help you, but that's the only thing. So that's business.
Have you thought, though, Philippe, what potential fresh investment or a change in ownership might mean for you in your position?
No. I'm busy now with the group, with the players, the next game, all of that. Those are the things I have in control, in a part, because you don't have everything under control. No, it's about the job of every day, going full for that and getting the best out of the players that are available at that moment.
The prospect of perhaps another ownership change, will that affect you in terms of how you look at preparing for next season?
Well, right, just the manager's addressed this already. There's not really much we can say beyond what's been said already. The club's made a statement. So yeah,
those are rumors. There's nothing for the moment, so nothing to talk about until something happens. I think it's the same as with transfers. In the transfer window, if there's nothing concrete to say, so we can go in those things if it ever happens in time.
Did it come as a wee bit of a surprise to you? Did you know things were maybe going on behind the scenes or something?
again, we can go around in circles, but there's nothing more we can really add beyond what the club said already.
Just in a more general sense, for the San Francisco 49ers and Leeds United, of course, involved, what's kind of your thoughts in a general sense on multi-club?
That I think that you want to hear Nick a lot today. That are my thoughts now for the moment. So it's clear that I'm focused on the sportive side and I'm busy with the now. That's the focus.
But multi-club ownership in football, you don't have any thoughts to give on that at all in a more general sense?
We can keep trying, Adam, but we can't go any further than what I've said already.
how has it helped you this week, Felix? Because it's changed the narrative. You know, there was talk before all this came to light during the week that fans were ready to protest again. This is the first time the team will be back at Ibrox since the Scottish Cup defeat to Queen's Park. Has it helped relieve some of the pressure and maybe not be as intense?
I'm busy with the team and reacting after the disappointment, and I said it a lot of times that it was unacceptable. The team reacted against Hearts with the result in an away game. We had a training week, everybody worked really hard, and those are the steps to make. And then to show the right things on Sunday against St Mirren. Those are the things I'm focused on the team, and not on all the rumors and the noise around, because otherwise I forget to do my job, and that's to make these players better, to make this group better, to get better results. So all my focus is on those things.
You obviously, there was a response against Hearts, everybody saw that. Do you feel the players and yourself, all the fans, a performance coming back home to Ibrox?
I know out of the experience from more than 1 year now that the fans are behind the team if the team shows quality on the pitch. That's what the fans demand, what they want. That's what I demand and want also. That's why we work here day and night to get that, and to get that consistency every time. So not in moments and in the moments not. So that's the work I'm doing day and night here. And I'm fully focused on that and throw myself in that.
Patrick spoke this week about the conversations that you had after the Queen's Park game. Did you appreciate his kind of public backing again of you and your position in the longer term process?
We talked about it before. I don't think it was a normal situation the first part of the season to be the only spokesman of the club about a lot of things who are not sportive. So I'm happy that now somebody inside of the club can speak outside and address what is living in the club. So of course that's important, but it's important in every club in the world. It's a normal thing in every club in the world, I think.
He also spoke about a sporting director being appointed. Will you have any input into that process?
I think that's the other way around. Normally it's sportive directors who get managers. So no. I worked in the past with a lot of sportive directors. There are also different kind of sportive directors. So those are interesting things to talk about along the way. But no, I will not be involved in the recruitment.
He also said,
when he spoke about it's not just issues with the manager, just tried that, one's been gone, it's been changed, you know, it's a bigger issue. As a football person myself, is that great to hear that? Somebody who actually understands your side, gets it, and it's not just...
Yeah, but everybody's working in the club knows that there are a lot of things who need to be done, and they were stopped during 7-8 months, that nothing could change, move, or become better, or we lost people, or whatever. So there are still a lot of things to be done to get the club where we all want it to be, and that's at the first position in the league. So there are a lot of things to be done by all of us. So I'm focused on what can I do in that part of the story. I've been 8 months the face of that, also for all the other things where I didn't have an influence on. We talked about this inside of the club during all this period. Now with Patrick, I feel things start to move and that we can get the ship in the right direction to get it to this first place, because that's the ultimate goal of everybody. And that's what everybody is putting all his energy in.
Philippe, another thing Patrick Stewart said was that one of the reasons the board has decided to keep you in position was because of the performance of the team in Europe, and any change could disrupt that progress in the competition. I wonder what you made of those comments.
That is clear that we had a good series in Europe, that we wanted to be closer in the league, and that in the cup we didn't perform what we wanted to perform. So that is clear for me also, but that they see also the good work that's been done in Europe, but also in developing of players, in making players better, in younger players who came in players who are making steps during their career. That's also one part of the story that's very important. But at the end, of course, it's also about the result altogether. So we need to put the pieces together.
On the issue of younger players, should we expect to see more of them getting more game time in the final league games of the season?
No, it's not like it's now the final games of the league and we're just going to throw in young players. Clint, it's also taking the spots. It's taking the competition. Clinton Asiala played also last weekend. I could have chosen for a more experienced one at that moment. But he showed that quality in the weeks before, that there was no reason to change that, and that he deserves a spot. So it's not about giving things, it's about giving them opportunities in trainings, maybe giving opportunities in certain games, like we did in this cup game. And it was not the result that was determined by that. No, it's about they need to show in the training that they deserve the spot. This stays Rangers and everybody wants to win every game. So that's also an evolution for the young players to take to go into that competition. But they're going more and more, so that's a positive sign.
What are the objectives just between now and the end of the season?
To win every game, it stays the same. That's the objective every time. So it's not going to be like putting everything in one competition and not performing in another competition. If you create that mentality, then we're in the wrong place, and then for the future the club will be really bad. It's also totally not what I want. I said from the beginning, I want to go in 4 competitions until the end. We didn't reach that, yes, clearly with this cup game. But that's what I want. That's what I demand every day. That's what I demand every training. That's what I demand before every game. So we're going to continue in that.
My apologies. Can I just ask you again about Mourinho? Forgive me, I think you said something about a style. I prefer a slightly different style. But can you expand on that? What did you mean? Is it a personal style?
No, yeah, he's somebody who's more in the defensive and reacting out of that style. I prefer more the managers, personally, the managers who go full in their attacking force and playing out of that. So, but incredible respect in the way he did it. That's just a personal preference.
Move on to part 2. Alex was in PMCG.
Could you just give us any update in terms of players that might be coming back?
Yeah, that John Suter injured himself during the Hearts game. Why I had to take him off. It's not a long-term injury, but he will be out for the game. On the positive side, Danilo, I told you guys that he was training the last week. This week also, so he will be in the selection because he's back on track. Oscar Cortes trained the last days also with the group, but he has still a way to go after being a long time out. And so we have John Suter out, we have Liam Belligan out, Dujon Sterling out, and Conor Barron, those 4, and Nana for the longer term. So from those 4, I expect a few of them at the end of next week to be back in training.